Hey and welcome to our tutorial. Today I will show you how to create this Facebook Messenger logo inside Microsoft Word, and you can take a guess which one is the right one in this document, and the answer is the left one is an image taken from Facebook website, the right one is the logo created inside Microsoft Word. So let's get started. We will start with a blank document. I've already pasted the logo from the Facebook website. I will zoom in a little bit and we will probably do it in two different ways. The first way, we will insert a new shape, and we already have a predefined shape, a callout named speech bubble oval. So I will try to draw it around the size of the bubble, and then I will move this arrow to somehow match the logo below. I will move it to the right side, and really all that's missing is to right click, select format shape, set the line to no line, and fill to gradient fill. I already have this gradient predefined, but if I start from a different gradient, I just have to have two different gradient stubs. The first one is the light blue color. RGB values are 0, 199 and 255. The second one is a darker blue color, and the RGB values are 0, 116 and 255. I have to make sure that the type is set to linear and the direction or the angle is set to 90 degrees. If it's set to 0, it will be from left to right. So I'll set to 90 degrees to make sure it goes from top to bottom, from light to dark color. Then the only part missing is this inner shape, however we call it. So I will draw this using this one. It's the freeform shape, and I will simply click on all the vertices like this with my mouse. The line is not very visible because while we are drawing it has the blue color, but once we connect first and last, you will get the fill and the outline. So again, I will set the line to no line, and this time the fill B will be solid fill, but the color will be white, like this. Actually, it's probably the gray because I have a little bit of gray background color, like this. Maybe it's white, doesn't matter. Okay, and that's it. That's how you create the Facebook Messenger logo inside Microsoft Word. It's as easy as that. You don't need anything else. But in case you are wondering, there is another way how to do it, and that is to use a macro, because when we select this standard callout, we can do any size of this, and we can move this arrow around the full circle, and we can change the size, but we cannot change the span, this angle of the arrow, so we cannot make it wider or narrower. However, there is a solution for this, and that's to use a macro from our previous tutorial how to draw a WhatsApp logo. So I will open this previous tutorial document. I will open the macro for drawing WhatsApp logo. I will probably select everything, copy it, and paste this in our document. So I will select developer macros, and I will create new macro which I will call probably draw messenger shape. I will create this one. I will paste our previous code. I will delete this part. Okay, so now when I run this, I should get the WhatsApp shape, WhatsApp logo shape like this. And I've probably already changed the code a little bit because you can see it's not a circle. I've probably changed the drawing of the circle like this. So this is how it should be from the previous tutorial. You can see that we have a shape similar to the bubble of the Messenger logo, but of course it's more similar to the WhatsApp logo. So we will start with updating few of the values, and the values will be that the angle should be 208 and the span should be 24. The radius will be maybe 84, and the bigger radius for arrow will be 110. So if I run this, I'll probably change the outline to be not that bold because we will not use outline at all in the end. So I will just change it to 1. If I run this, you can see I already have a shape which almost looks like this Messenger logo. There is a little bit of difference. You can see that the Messenger logo is not a circle, it's an oval instead. So we can either resize it inside here, or we can try to do this with macro. Previously we were using the same radius for the X and the Y positions. We can do it in few different ways. We can, for example, set the radius for X or for Y to have us be a multiply of something. So we can multiply it by, if I multiply it by 2, that's the y, it will have double the height, or we can resize it afterwards, or we can just use different variables for the x and y. In that case we will probably not call it the radius but a and b. Since it's very easy to just insert a multiplier, I will do it in here, and I will probably scale it to around 93 or so %. So I will select times 0.93, and you can see that the shape is very similar to the previous logo. So again, I can maybe make it a little bit smaller. I can right click, select format shape, set the fill to gradient fill, line to no line, and I will just copy paste this inside inner shape. The advantage of using macro in this case is, of course, we can change the angle span to any number of degrees. So if I want, I can make it really narrow, like maybe only 10%. So in this case the arrow will be very small, or I can make it much bigger. I can make it like 30% or so. So it will be very spread out. That's something we cannot do with standard shapes inside Microsoft Word. And that's it for today's tutorial. Thanks for watching.